welcome to Chicagoland. We are just underway in qualifying. Drivers have 5 minutes to get their 2 best laps turned in. See the 12 Sam Colehouse out on track. Nobody on their first official lap yet. We'll try to keep track on who's getting there. Mike, we can't talk forever. We have a schedule to keep. Can't just sit and shoot the shit. That's what this weekend was for. Sam Colehouse in the 12 has now started his official lap, so has Quinn Newton, Adam Crozier, Hayden Lowell. We'll watch Hayden. He had one of the best times in practice. Hayden in the 67 Napa Ford Fusion. Looks like he's going to run high in 3 and 4. Drop it down right to the middle of the apex at the start finish. First lap good for 3rd for Hayden. Second lap up high in 1 and 2. Like he's going to drop to the bottom through 3 and 4. Car tracks out to the wall. Not quite all the way there. Then he'll drop down, take the shortest line, touch the grass. Hayden's second lap good enough for pole for right now. 31.05. Cody Cleaver jumps up to P2 on his second lap in the Blue Deuce. Popcat, thank you for the follow, by the way. Lucas Hoisma in the 8 Labor 12 Pontiac jumps up to the top spot. Travis Martin slots in 4th. Trenton Sneed currently 6th as Andrew Beach's teammate jumps up to 5th. Thomas Ferlizzo then jumps to 5th on his first lap. See what Trenton's Corvette can do here. Coming out of turn number 4, head to the start-finish line. Hayden a whole year already. We appreciate you, my guy. Trenton jumps up to the 4th spot. Second row starting spot for Trenton at the moment. Alex Reeling. First lap put him 7th. Ferlizzo slows down on lap number 2. He'll remain 6th as we watch Reeling in the 42 Mustang roll by Goodyear. He'll come off number 4, head to the start finish. And slower for him. Here comes Edwards to the line in his autism awareness machine. He'll go quicker on lap 2, jump up to 5th place, still behind Trenton. Ethan Evers jumps up to P2 in the 26 KFRP Toyota. Excellent run there for Ethan. Jeff Price just heading out in his GTO. Cliff Mullins on his first timed lap. His Race22.com Pontiac. Watch Cliff running about a lane off the bottom, excuse me, through 3 and 4. That'll be his first lap done. 31.38 for Cliff. Jeff Price on the backstretch on his first lap. See his line through 3 and 4. Looks like he's running about 2 lanes up. He'll come down to start his second lap, a 31.64 for Price, currently 15th. Only 2 cars we have out there, Mullins and Price. We'll see Mullins coming to the stripe. He'll improve a little bit. 31.25 puts him in P9. That'll do it for Mullins. Now we'll watch teammate Jeff Price in the 19. Brings it off of 4. Should drop down to the apron here. Price of 31.11. That puts him up into the 6th position. He'll pull it off the track, and we'll watch Mullins for the last 2 seconds. There goes Cliff. We're heading to our main event now. Your pole sitter is Lucas Hoisma in the 8. See if we can't get a chat with Mr. Hoisma while we're waiting for the cars to load in. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Coming out to Chicagoland.
Yep. Well, sir, good job on the pole there in that first run. How are we feeling about the race tonight? Is this one of your favorite tracks since, not too far from you?
Oh yeah, I love Chicagoland. Definitely my favorite mile and a half, and one of my favorite tracks overall. And looks like a lot of multi-group racing, at least in 1 and 2. So should be somewhat like last week at Iowa, and should be a lot of fun. And I don't know, there's a lot of fast guys out here. Travis joined today, so I'm looking at him. So I think it's gonna be an interesting race here.
You got Travis, you got Hayden, who you love to battle with lately. You got Trenton's been coming on strong lately, and then you got to deal with Mike, who's always good at Chicagoland for whatever reason, although that's usually in the trucks. You got a lot of competition out there tonight. We'll see how you get it done, and we look forward to watching you put on a show for the next 100 laps.
Absolutely, man.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Lucas Hoytsma, your pole sitter in the number 8. Let's go ahead and get our starting lineup music going from Labor 12. Appreciate those guys providing us with this awesome starting lineup music as we roll through our starting lineup for tonight's Rusco Media 150 from Chicagoland. We have Lucas Hoytsma in the 8 on the pole, alongside Ethan Evers, the 26 KVRP four-wheel screen printing Toyota on the front row. Hayden Lowell, the Napa Ford Fusion, starts in the 3rd position alongside Cody Cleaver in the Blue Deuce. Trenton Sneed, the Cheyenne Technologies Corvette, starts in 5th. Jeff Price, the Back Channel Productions GTO, starts in 6th. Mike Edwards, the Autism Awareness KVRP footwear screen printing Labor 12 Elite Performance Industries Alred Esports Toyota, starts in the 7th position. Travis Martin, the DuPont Automotive finishes. Jeff Gordon throwback starts in the 8th position. Thomas Ferlizzo in the Mach 1 Chevy starts in the 9th spot. Cliff Mullins, Race22.com Pontiac, starts in 10th. Alex Reeling in the Roll by Goodyear Ford Mustang starts in 11th. Andrew Beach, the Side Pipes Pontiac GTO, starts in 12th. Sam Kohlhaas, the 12 Miller High Life, I shouldn't have said light. Miller High Life Chevy starts in 13th. Quinn Newton in the Labor 12 Pontiac starts 14th. Beautiful new paint scheme for him here in the ARCA series. I love that. You have Ian Montrose in the 1 Blockbuster Chevy starting in the 15th spot. Derek Catt in Mobile 1 Ford Taurus. Love that. Good looking machine there. Starts 16th. Adam Crozier, the, what is that? Shield Maiden? New sponsor for the 45 team. Love to see that. Starts in 17th. Nick Hammer in the National Fallen Fighter Foundation Camaro starts in the 18th position. Zach Swicegood Air Force Ford Taurus starts in 19th. Dave Hoytsma, Labor 12 Pontiac with the Tony Stewart throwback look, starts 20th. JR Deal, the Haviland Dodge, starts in the 21st position. Damon Nagel not out on track. Jake Lawrence starts 23rd in the 68 Rusty's machine, and then EJ Johnson would be 24th, but I don't see him on track either. So 22 out on track right now. 2 teams not getting their machines to pit road. Appreciate you, Hayden. Again, that's tunes provided by our friends at Labor 12. Labor XII is how you write it out. Field works into 3 and 4. We're getting set for the start of this one. The 8 machine. Lucas Hoytsma has control of the race but cannot start until the green flag waves on the initial start. All other starts are on the leader. Take a quick look at our info for the race. We got 4 sets of tires in the pits, 50% fuel capacity, and 1 fast repair for the race. Green flags in the air, and we are underway in the Rusco Media 150, part of the Spittin Venom ARCA series. Lucas Hoytsma leads us down to turn number 1. Hayden Lowell settles in second. Ethan Evers has Trenton Sneed underneath him. Trenton's going to take over 3rd. Ethan drops to 4th. Here comes Mike Edwards on the inside, battling the 2 of Cody Cleaver. Edwards gets by Cleaver, now fighting his teammate Evers. Edwards makes the move. Now Cleaver looks to the inside of Evers. Cleaver completes the pass. Evers dropped all the way to 6th now. It's Jeff Price had a close call with Thomas Ferlizzo there on the front stretch. No harm, no foul. Travis Martin now working over Ferlizzo. Martin drops to the inside. A little further back, you see Cliff Mullins and Quinn Newton battling. That is for the 11th position. Martin wrapping that white line through the corner for Lizzo up by the wall in the white 55. Martin not able to get the move done on the bottom, drifting back now as the 42 of Alex Reeling gets to his outside. Up ahead, Mike Edwards has been able to get back by Trenton Sneed. Edwards up to the 3rd position. So we continue to watch the 42 and the 63. Reeling and Martin. Trenton Sneed, Ethan Evers very close to making contact there. Trenton falling back to 7th now as Jeff Price gets to his outside for 6th. Mike Edwards, meanwhile, has run down Hayden. A lot of action in just 4 short laps here at Chicagoland. See Huisman all the way up by the wall in the 8 Pontiac. Hayden and Edwards. Edwards has gotten to the outside of Hayden Lowe. Toyota and Ford doing battle. It's funny, all these cars were technically Chevrolets, but we all put different manufacturers on them. So the first one actually running a Chevrolet decals would be Trenton Sneed in 6th, which is still kind of cheating because that's Corvette and has Corvette logos instead of the actual bow tie. Lucas Huisman just bounced off the fence in the 8. A little too high that time. Edwards takes over 2nd spot and runs down the 8 car that was just in the fence. Edwards will take over the lead easily from Huisman. Huisman lost his momentum. Mike Edwards to the point. Lucas Huisman. Don't see any nose damage to it. Definitely see the paint scraped up by the number 8 on the door. I think he'll be okay. He'll probably get a strong run here and come right back after Edwards. Looks like Mikey's going to give him the top. Battle for the lead as we head into 3 and 4. Huisman up top, Edwards down low. Huisman leads that lap. I know Huisman didn't hit the wall on purpose, but it almost looked like they were trying to be teammates and let Mike get a lap lead. It's of course not what happened because they're not teammates, but kind of the way it looked, kind of funny. So Huisman back out front, Edwards 2nd, Hayden Lowell now 3rd, Cody Cleaver 4th, Ethan Evers back up into the top 5, Trenton Sneed now 6th, Alex Reeling 7th, Cliff Mullins in the 8th spot, Quinn Newton is 9th, Ian Montrose 10th, Jake Lawrence finds himself 11th, Jeff Price and Travis Martin doing battle for the 12th spot. Travis takes it away. Jeff Price, Andrew Beach side by side, couple of teammates at Chance 2 Extreme. Couple of GTOs. Beach is going to get the position from Price. Beach to 13th, Price to 14th. And you see for Lizzo and JR Deal battling side by side. Field's starting to get strung out as we're 10% of the way through this 100-lap race. Towards the front, Edwards briefly got past Huisman again. Now Hayden Lowell trying to interject into the equation. '14 is certainly brightly colored, just in time for Easter, but it is for autism awareness. The full spectrum is the concept behind the full color array there. You see the loop instead of the puzzle piece. They decided puzzle pieces inferred that something was missing, so they have gone with the infinity loop to get rid of that stigma. Hayden Lowell gets back by Edwards. Edwards still fighting back on the high side. Hayden wrapping the bottom. So all the way up by the wall. Edwards is maybe a lane lower. Guys put on a show, only 12 laps into this one. You missed the race because you're riding your moped around after a winter of waiting to ride it. I mean, it's not such a bad reason to miss the race. Well, I'm glad you've decided to join. Hang out with us and watch the Rusco Media 150 from Chicagoland. I'm hearing some tires Cody Cleaver perhaps has had an issue in the 2. Running beside the 26 of Evers. Cleaver comes up the track right in front of Ethan. Ethan, no time to react to that as Cleaver just right on his nose as he came up the track. Racing incident as those two go for the same piece of real estate at the same time and just does not work out. Unless you're lucky enough to warp through people. So Cleaver getting some damage in the deuce. Right side, a little banged up. Right rear, right front. Let's check on the 2.6, see how his car looks. Would be right front. Yeah, he's a little beat up on that Toyota. We are under our first caution on lap 14. They have 4 sets of tires in the pits. We'll see who comes and takes them this early. I would suspect everyone comes for at least fuel. We will see who takes a set on lap 14. If you believe in cutting all of them in perfect segments, it'd be 20 laps each pit. So by that theory, it'd be too early. It's like Derek Catt stayed out in the 39 machine. So everyone hits their pits. It's like Trenton Steed missed his box, has to back up in the 81. Lucas Hoisman down and away. Mike Edwards second. Ethan Evers third. He's got that damage though, 42. Alex Reeling, 1 of Montrose, 67 of Lowell. Hayden's going to be the first car on 4 tires. The rest of these people all taking 4 tires. So the top 5 that pitted and top 6 overall, just fuel. Ethan Evers damage to the 26. I'm surprised he didn't stick around and try to fix some of that. So we watch these cars still sitting on pit road. One of those, Thomas Ferlizzo, he was up into the top 10. Now he's sitting on pit road fixing damage, I guess. Jeff Price on pit road. Now he's down and away. 19. Still see Schweissgood, Cleaver, and Hoytsma sitting on pit road. Here comes the pace car, so I'm sure they're going to start heading off now and try to stay on a lead lap. And there are all 3 of them coming off pit road. Pace car goes across start-finish line. So, Derek Catt stays out, leads a lap, gets a bonus point for that. The Mobil 1 Ford finds itself out front of the field. Look back at the rest of the field. There's Hoytsma and Edwards, Ethan Evers. I believe that's Alex Reeling, Ian Montrose, Hayden Lowell, Cliff Mullins. And then you see Quinn Newton, Travis Martin. It's kind of tripping me out because Lucas Hoytsma's championship season, the first season, that's the paint scheme he ran. The old Rainbow Warrior scheme for Jeff Gordon. See the 71 for Andrew Beach in 11th. Jake Lawrence 12th. Nick Hammer finds himself 13th. Adam Crozier. Trenton Sneed. Sam Kohlhaas. Thomas Ferlizzo. J.R. Deal. Something's going on back here with Schweissgood and Dave Hoytsma. Looks like they've made contact. Oh my gosh, Schweissgood just ran over Hoytsma. What on earth? There it is. Schweissgood just up underneath Hoytsma under yellow. Very bizarre. E.J. Johnson has joined the field. EJ joins the battle a little bit late, but he's here. He said he black screened. I got you. So there we go. You got the 24 had a monitor glitch, and that's how he wound up underneath the 79. They've still not used a fast repair, so I guess he thinks there's going to be more carnage. Fans saying good luck to Trenton in chat. Things to watch. Hayden Lowell, that Napa blue car. First car to take tires here. We'll see what his progress is with the rest of the field here. Derek Cat gets us restarted from the top. Lucas Hoytsma, Mike Edwards side by side. Derek Cat did not come down pit road. Hoytsma, Ethan Evers, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, Alex Reeling came down fuel only. So those 5 cars gassing up the tank. The tires will be Hayden Lowell on back. Cat up into the fence. We are 4 wide there briefly. Make sure Cat gets down safely. No one getting into him. Hayden already up to the 4th position. Goes by Montrose. Now sits after the 2 DG Racing machines. His teammates side by side for 2nd. Hayden being patient. Probably could split the difference, but at the moment being patient. When have we ever said Hayden being patient? That is a weird phrase to say. Hayden gets to the outside of the 26. Ethan Evers. Montrose, a little bobble there in the 1. Saw the back end step around. Now Hayden to the outside of Mike Edwards, putting those 4 fresh tires to use. Travis Martin, the next car on fresh tires, and 6 try to follow him through. That's the Jeff Gordon DuPont machine. So Hayden up to 2nd. Try to run down Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma came down for fuel only. Travis Martin up to 4th. Trying to keep up with Hayden. 3 wide. What a mess back there. Montrose. That was Mullins and the 42 of Reeling. I think Mullins thought better of that. Oh, Montrose. Late move on the 26. 26 almost didn't see him in time. And then Montrose comes up the track. Montrose going to lose all kinds of positions. Travis Martin was working over Mike Edwards. That's for the 3rd position. Now Travis finds himself 7/10 between him and Hayden. Quinn Newton coming through as well. The 88 also on fresh tires. Here's the lead. Hayden Lowell. With those fresher tires, going to go ahead and get past the 8 of Hoytsma. Hoytsma is still on the tires he started the race on. So no surprise to see those fresh tires going by Hoytsma. I know it's weird for most of us to see anybody pass Hoytsma. Now Travis Martin trying to keep pace in the 63. Closing on the back of the 8 of Lucas Hoytsma. Travis, meanwhile, has actually closed the gap on Hayden as he passes Lucas Hoytsma. That's impressive. Went from 7/10 down to 5. So Martin closing in on race leader. Let's see if that is a trend that continues. Lucas down to 3rd. Quinn Newton wanting to take that away. The 88 Labor 12 low drag Pontiac. That'll put Quinn Newton 3rd. Hoytsma now 4th. Jake Lawrence coming through on fresh tires in the Rusty's Lightning McQueen machine. Currently in the 5th spot. He'll be the next one to try and track down Lucas. Cliff Mullins took a set of tires. He's 6th. Nick Cameron now 7th. Mike Edwards, member fuel only. He's fallen to 8th. Here comes Trenton to take that away. His drivers, 6 of them opted to save tires for later in the race. They get 4 extra sets down on pit road. Trenton going to get by the 14. Puts Trenton in 8th. Now he's going after Nick Hammer for 7th. Both these cars on fresh tires, so equal strategy. Trenton just a little bit faster at the moment in his Corvette. Goes by Nick Hammer's Camaro. Behind them you see Beach, J.R. Deal, 14 of Edwards. They're briefly 3 wide, and they're going to try it again. J.R. Deal, Andrew Beach, and then Mike Edwards at the top. Beach to the 9th spot. J.R. Deal 10th as Edwards loses 2 there. Edwards down to 11th. Cliff Mullins and Jake Lawrence have gotten by the 8 of Hoytsma. Hoytsma down to 6th. So those drivers probably wanting tires right about now. Derek Katz started on the front row in first for this restart. He's down to 16th in that 39 car. Ethan Evers 15th. Ian Montrose 14th. All those cars not taking tires this time through. Adam Crozier 13th did take tires. And his next targets are Alex Reeling and Mike Edwards. Those two 11th and 12th did not take tires here. So Hoytsma loses the spot to Trenton Sneed. Looks like Nick Hammer is going to prevail on the 8 as well at another lap or so. See the 71 Andrew Beach. Here comes the 9 of J.R. Deal. The strategy can work out fine as long as the cars that stayed out here are going to, or didn't take tires, are going to want to have a caution at some point to catch up and then start using those tires that they saved. So as long as they don't go a lap down and catch a caution, they'll be fine. Right now, Hayden Lowell is 11 life out front by a half second over Travis Martin. That's kind of stayed at that gap. Quinn Newton about another half second back in third. Jake Lawrence nearly 2 seconds back, battling with Cliff Mullins for fourth. J.R. Deal, Andrew Beach were battling quite hard there. Looks like Cliff going to be able to clear Lawrence off the corner. Lawrence does not send the crossover just yet. I don't think he's quite close enough. He's going to look down there. I don't think he's quite there, though. Mullins will take over fourth. Jake Lawrence in fifth. Trenton Sneed sixth. Nick Hammer seventh. Beach in eighth. Deal ninth. Lucas Hoytsma, only car in the top 10 that did not take the tires there. Now gone 16 laps since that last pit stop. Alex Reeling also didn't take tires, 11th. Edwards 12th. Trenton Sneed working on Jake Lawrence. That is for the 5th spot. Corvette versus Disney-fied General car. Does that have a brand? It's just it's a Lightning McQueen is what it is. Trenton up into the top 5. So go check on the cars drifting back. Did not get tires. Hoytsma is 6.5 seconds back from race leader already. There is Reeling trying to keep pace with at least the 8 of Hoytsma, so they're on the same strategy. Crozier is up to 12th in the 45. He got the fresh tires last stop. He's making his way past some of these that did not. Mike Edwards 13th. Ian Montrose 14th. Jeff Price 15th. Thomas Filizzo blinking in and out in 16th. Ethan Evers 17th. Now Jeff Price and Thomas Filizzo took damage repairs, so those two cars are banged up. You saw Zach Swicegood, his monitor blinking out and getting up underneath the 79 of Hoytsma, both of them 18th and 19th. Cody Cleaver, contact with Ethan Evers. I think he took damage repair instead of the fast repair, so he is struggling a bit in the deuce. He finds himself 20th. Sam Kohlhaas 21st in the 12. Miller High Life machine. Derek Catt, remember, was the leader on that last caution, but he has come to pit road about 3 laps ago. And now cars are starting to join as Ethan Evers hits pit road. 26 coming down has had enough. Leader will come by and put Ethan one lap down. Let's see if Ethan takes his fast repair. Can't tell from that angle. Let's try this one. Well, the front end's still banged up on that 26, so not opting for the fast repair yet. Aiden Knoll leads, now by a full second over Travis Martin. Then you have Quinn Newton third, Cliff Mullins fourth, Trenton Sneed trying to track him down and closing in for a bit now. Nick Cameron, Jake Lawrence, and Andrew Beach. This is a battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Camaro, a General Disney car, and a Pontiac GTO. Mike Edwards, 14's come to pit road. Another one of those cars that took fuel only on their last stop. Giving up the strategy. Decided to come get tires. Looks like Cody Cleaver, the Deuce, come to pit road as well. I imagine we'll see a fast repair for the 2. Yes, indeed, the 2 takes his fast repair. There goes Edwards back out on track. So these drivers hoping we stay green long enough that others have to come to pit road. Kind of surprising to see some of those cars give up the strategy they were on of saving sets of tires till late in the race. I mean, obviously they made it to lap 38 on one set of tires, but you would think they'd run the fuel and hope for caution instead of going a lap down early. So now they have to gamble a bit. Cleaver, Ethan Evers, Mike Edwards, all hoping we go a long green flag run here, get the cars to pit road under green. Checking out Lucas Heusma back in 10th. Alex Reeling in 11th. Those cars not opting for tires last time. Hayden Lowell, 1.3 the gap now over Travis Martin. Quinn Newton finds himself third. Good showing in his new paint scheme. Cliff Mullins, Trenton Steed battle here. Trenton's gotten to the outside of Cliff Mullins. Trenton giving him plenty of room down there. By the time we get off of turn number 2, Trenton should have this one wrapped up. Trenton up into the 4th spot. Strong run for the Treon Technologies Corvette. Cliff Mullins finds himself in the 5th spot. Nick Cameron's pulled away from those other two, 6th, 7th, and 8th battle he was in. So Nick finds himself 6th. Lawrence and Beach still battle for 7th. Behind them, see J.R. Deal, Lucas Heusma, and the 42 of Reeling. This is 9th, 10th, and 11th. Deal on 4 fresh tires. The other 2 did not get tires. Dave Hoytsma hit pit road. 79 cars decided it's time. Looks like Andrew Beach, not Andrew Beach, Lucas Hoytsma has decided to come down, join his dad on pit road. So our pole sitter, Lucas Hoytsma, on pit road. Looks like he got bit by the race going green when it did. Had only that one caution on lap 14. Lucas hits his box. He'll take 4 tires and fuel. Looks like Jake Lawrence, Lightning McQueen is on pit road. Looks like that's going to start bringing in quite a few others for Lizzo and Price. This is right at the end of the fuel run for these guys. So we ought to see quite a few of these cars coming to pit road as here comes race leader Hayden Lowell. Down off the track into pit road. Travis Martin will follow him down. Now we see Trenton Steed and Cliff Mullins staying out a lap. Nick Cameron goes to third, so Trenton takes over the lead in the 81. Treon Technologies Corvette leading at Chicagoland, the Rusco Medio 150. Looks like Trenton's coming down now, as is Cliff Mullins. I believe Nick Hammer's going with him as well. And all three cars that had not come to pit road yet hit pit road. That'll cycle the lead back to Hayden once everybody comes back around. Make sure Trenton gets in his box a little cleaner this time. Had to struggle under caution. Nice and neat. Nice job there, Trenton. Cliff Mullins and Nick Hammer. Look like Sam Kohlhaas and Zach Swicegood also on pit road. Those cars 21st and 22nd. Trenton starts to roll right as Hayden flashes by our race leader. Mike Edwards now in second. Good look at the autism awareness scheme on the 14. So he's just ahead of Travis Martin. Martin in third in that DuPont machine. They both flash by the 12 of Kohlhaas. Lucas Huisma up to 6th after this cycle of pit stops. He is on the back of Ethan Evers. That would be for the 5th position. Evers pit 8 laps before, so he'll be dropping back as his tires are now the older tires on the track. Still see significant nose damage. That nose pushed right in the middle of the Camry on the front of that car. Here comes Trenton to take over 6th. Brand new tires on that 81 Corvette. Trenton easily takes the spot. Mike Edwards battling Travis Martin. Martin takes over 2nd. Martin now 2 seconds behind Hayden, so lost about a second through the pit cycle. They came down on the same lap. They're about 1 second apart. Now they're 2. Jake Lawrence gets by Cody Cleaver. The cars that are just fresh off pit road the last 2, 3, and 4 laps start to get by the cars that came down about 10 to 12 laps ago. Cleaver, Evers, and Edwards all came down a bit early. Coming up on halfway here. We'll be giving out stage points at the end of lap 50. Battle for the final point between the 11 of Nick Hammer and the 71 of Andrew Beach. Nick Hammer to the inside. That would have been an exciting finish if it was that lap. One more lap around, then we'll see who gets these 10 points. Jake Lawrence, Ethan Evers. Battle for 8th. I believe Lawrence will get this spot before they get back to the line. Travis Martin goes to the point. What has happened to Hayden? Hayden on the apron slow. There's your stage points. Martin 10, Edwards 9, Hayden 8, Quinn Newton 7, Lucas Huisman 6, Trenton Steed 5, Cliff Mullins 4, Jake Lawrence 3, Ethan Evers 2, and Nick Hammer 1. But what has happened to the 67? Let's see if we can get a word in driver chat. All of a sudden, the 67 just...
I just wasn't sure what to do because you were running such a erratic line. Like entering on the bottom and sliding up to the top.
Seems Hayden and Swicegood may have had contact, and that is what happened to our leader. Let's go find a look at it. It's way in the grass. There it is.
Zach.
Watch the 24 into 67. A couple of Fords. Hayden slides up right in front of him. 67 pays the price, goes in the grass. Wow. Race leader having some issues with down in the grass, so the caution doesn't come out. Hayden going to have to rebound now. Fell back to 14th. Now gets by Cleaver. So up to 13th on his rebound mission. Travis Martin inherits the race lead. Has a 3-second gap over Quinn Newton. The gap from Hayden to the race lead now is 11 seconds. He'll be hot under the collar. Looks like a 42, Alex Reeling will go to the outside of Ethan Evers. Take over the 11th spot. Cameron Jacob Lawrence. Close proximity, Lawrence. 2-lap older tires. Which isn't much, but seems to be enough for Nick Cameron. Goes by on the high side of the 68, takes over 7th. Trenton Sneed closing in on the back of Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma currently 4th. Trenton has 3-lap fresher tires. They're both catching Mike Edwards, who's 3rd. They have 6 and 9-lap fresher tires respectively over Edwards. It's the 8 and 81 close in on the 14. Looks like Edwards content to give him the top. Hoytsma all the way up by the wall. Edwards down near the yellow line. Lucas will take over the 3rd position. Looks like Trenton happy to follow suit in the 81. Trenton looking to take over the 4th spot. Moves his Corvette up into 4th. So now it's Martin, Newton, Hoytsma, Sneed, and Edwards, your top 5. Cliff Mullins, the next one to come after Mike Edwards. Fuel window's about 25 to 28 laps. It's been 20 for Mike Edwards, 22 for Ethan Evers. So they'll be the next ones that need to come down, along with, I believe, Derek Catt should be at the back end of his window in the number 39. Catt down in 20th. It's been a bit of a struggle. Still on a lead lap. Ethan Evers, 26 team on pit road. Wonder if this time he'll take his fast repair. Let's find out. Yep. This time takes his fast repair. That was Montrose in the 1.
39, putting this time.
Only 13 laps since Montrose was on pit road, so that's a bit of a strange one. There he comes. Ones you would think would pit, maybe the 14. But he's on the outside of some cars here. You won't be able to get down. Cody Cleaver sits in his box. Looks like Derek Catt has hit pit road, the 39. EJ Johnson is still sitting there. Honeybee Racing Toyota. Travis Martin continues to lead. It's 2.9 seconds over Quinn Newton. Trenton Sneed 3rd. Lucas Hoytsma 4th. Cliff Mullins in 5th. Mike Edwards looks like he is peeling off. 14 comes to pit road here. Be interesting to see how the rest of the leaders decide to do this. Thomas Forlizzo, the 55, hits pit road. So starting to see cars coming down. I think Dave Hoytsma might be one of the next ones. He's been 19 laps since he's been down. Still 14 on a lead lap as we go through a green flags pit cycle once again. I feel like some drivers only need one stop from here, and some drivers are going to need two.
I don't know how the fuck you spun and you're still pulling on me.
Driving pissed off.
Cars like Trenton Sneed, Cliff Mullins, Nick Hammer, they have the best situation on fuel.
Grass
see.
cooled my tires, I don't know.
We'll see how long they can stretch it. So Martin, Newton, Sneed, your top three. Hoytsma is working his way back towards the front. Gap to the front is 5.4 for him right now. You have Cliff Mullins riding fifth, Nick Hammer, and then Hayden. Dave Hoytsma has hit pit road. We said he was probably one of the next ones to come. Looks like Lucas Hoytsma, now the car on oldest tires right now. He's currently in fourth. Might be a while for him. He might try to stretch the tank a little bit. We'll see. Trying to do some math here. You currently have to go 35 laps. We know drivers can go 25, maybe 28 is the window that we were told earlier. So 7 more laps for some of these folks. I think some of these cars can make it in only one stop. If they can go 28, there's some cars that can make it in only one more stop. Have to save the fuel though. Two-thirds of this race completed from Chicagoland. Travis Martin, Quinn Newton, Trenton Sneed, Lucas Hoytsma, then Cliff Mullins. Let's go a little deeper in the field. Nick Hammer, Hayden Lull, Alex Reeling, Jake Lawrence, and here comes Mike Edwards. Edwards a lap down, so that not for position, but you see the speed difference with the new tires. So the 14 is just already gone. Reeling 8th, Jake Lawrence 9th, Andrew Beach 10th. You have J.R. Deal 11th, just outside the top 10. Jeff Price had that damage early on. Rode around a while for it, finds himself in 12th. Hasn't had that caution to catch back up yet. Adam Crozier 13th. Andrew Beach gets by Jake Lawrence. That was for the 9th position. Hayden Lowell's closing in on Nick Hammer. As you see the 14 closing in on both of them. Again, the 14 not for position. Edwards through the middle. The 11 and 67 battle one another. Heard Hayden say show off. Hammer up into the fence. Hayden gets the spot. Hayden 6th now. Hammer falls to 7th. About 22 to 26 laps for everyone in the top 14 since they've been to pit road. So these cars are going to start handling kind of ill. I'm sure a number of them are trying to make that fuel number as we're on the nice lap. Travis Martin down into 3 and 4. Those famous DuPont colors.
Shit, Ian, I'm sorry I went hyper. I'm gonna stay low here. I brought him up.
Martin leads the nice lap. Trenton Sneed P2. Outside of Quinn Newton. Trenton gets it done. Trenton grabs that P2 from Quinn Newton. Trenton very good on a long run here.
68 pitting this time around.
That's Jake Lawrence. Been 26 laps since he was last down pit road. So if he repeats that, he won't be able to make it in the 68 for one more stop. He'd have to come down for a splash of fuel. Watch the Rusty's machine ka-chow his way to pit road. A little bit of a lockup right at the timing line to get every last ounce of speed he can get into pit road. We've hit 30 to go. That fuel window is just interesting to me right now. Who can make it and who can't? I believe there's people right on that line. Something tells me somebody's going to make it on one more stop. Lucas Hoytsma in the 8 on pit road, the Valvoline Labor 12 Pontiac. Brings Alex Reeling with him. There's Reeling.
67 pitting in. 67 pitting in.
Hayden Lowell. It's been 27 laps since he came
Cliff,
down.
I'm pitting.
Okay,
I
so
believe
bump
the
track right
cars with the best shot, Trenton Sneed, Cliff Mullins, and Nick Hammer, all 26 laps since they last came down. If they're stretching those tanks, I think they can make it. Now Hayden will be real interesting from here. He'll be trying to stretch it really hard. But I just don't know if it's enough for Hayden.
88 pitting.
Quinn Newton, 3rd place, coming to pit road. We'll see what
45 pitting.
Travis Martin does.
68
He is on his 28th lap, and there he is coming to pit road. So he has split it in half. Travis should
good.
be able to make it, provided he can save the same
71
amount of
pit.
fuel on the second run. It'll be 28 and 28 as the caution flies right as Travis Martin hits pit road. What has brought out our caution? Hayden's on pit road. Trying to find what happened. I don't see anything on track. Oh, Reeling. Does he have some damage there? Did he wreck it out of the pits?
I just ran out, so I'm gonna go up here.
42. Reeling. Swicegood comes out of the grass. What in the world was going on with the 24? Swicegood comes off pit road. Gasses it up, goes into the grass. Tries to steer out of it. It's doing okay. Lets off the throttle.
I'm coming.
Gets it back on the track, and Reeling. Looks like Reeling just couldn't predict where the 24 was going. And so Reeling, not able to make up his mind, gets into the
I'm gonna have
24.
to take a penalty because I'm gonna run out.
That brings out the caution right in the middle of the pit cycle. As Quinn Newton comes down pit road. Trenton Sneed, Cliff Mullins, Nick Hammer, J.R. Deal, Andrew Beach all go with him.
How the hell did you get the lucky dog when you were in front of the leader?
Yeah, I was just wondering that myself.
Huh.
The answer to that would be because he was the first
That's
car one
the
lap
leader
down when the
right
caution
as
came
the
out.
Caution came out too, so it's kind of weird.
Correct. So Travis Martin,
39 pit.
leader after the caution comes out. Trenton Sneed is second, able to get one off pit road. Everyone should be good for fuel now, but the field is all jumbled up after that. And I say everyone, but there's cars that are taking the wave around that are going to stay out here. Hayden Lowell, one of those in the 67. A lot of cars maybe banking on cautions, breeding cautions. A number of other cars hit pit road. Mike Edwards should come and get 4 tires, and he is. So we'll have 7 cars that stayed on a lead lap. And then Mike Edwards gets the lucky dog in the 14. He'll be 8th. And Hayden Lowell, Lucas Hoytsma, Dave Hoytsma, and Jeff Price are set to take a wave around here. Those cars probably hoping for a quick caution so they can get on a level playing field tires-wise. Then trapped a lap down. Adam Kershaw 14th. Cody Cleaver, Alex Reeling, Jake Lawrence, Ian Montrose, Thomas Ferlizzo, all 1 lap down, as is the 12 of Cole Haas. Then Derek Catt, where he led at one point, finds himself 2 laps down. Zach Swicegood, rough night for him in the 24. He is 2 laps down as well, so he can battle with Derek Cat at least. And then EJ Johnson out there in the 91. Don't know what's been going on with EJ tonight, but he is 66 laps down.
Am I on the lead lap?
Now I'm looking at it, Hayden. 17 laps since Evers has been to pit road, 12 since Dave's been to pit road. So there's a couple guys
I'm
that
not
want to come
passing
to
the
pit road.
shit you made. There you go.
Bottom.
Heard Martin choosing bottom here for the restart as the wave rounds take off and try to catch up the back of the field. They're going to have to wait for that 12 car. A 24 to go from Chicagoland in the Rusco Media 150. The Spittin Venom ARCA series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Check them out at dgsracing.com. We'd love to have you be part of our community. Whether you're just a fan or if you want to come race with us, either way, come check it out, dgsracing.com. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, leads. Trenton Sneed, Mr. Wild Horse himself, out there on the outside.
I got a 30-second hold because I ran out of gas, so I'm gonna have to get to the bottom at some point here.
Uncheck everything, and it should just be a stop and go. Like, even your tear off.
Green flag back in the air, EJ Johnson. A rough start on that inside line.
Nope, 30-second hold.
People didn't pass under yellow. I should say people didn't catch up.
Mullins up the hill into 37 right in front of Quentin Newton. Nick Hammer inside of Newton. Andrew Beach, technically the car on freshest tires by 1 lap. 71 battling the 68 there.
So I take that as a no for the clear.
G. Johnson up the hill in a 91. Gets into the wall.
I'm gonna be on the bottom, I'm gonna be slow.
Quinn Newton, the 88, trying not to get run over here. See if he can make it to pit road safely.
Hayden, any answer to my last
Nope.
clear?
No one listened to Hayden, or to Quinn
yeah,
Newton.
I couldn't do anything. I had a lap down inching me on the bottom there.
39, next time, check up means check up.
Quinn
Am I
Newton
speaking Spanish?
knew he was getting run over there.
No, I think you were pretty clear.
Yeah, you were crystal clear. I just can't go anywhere with people on my outside.
Slow down.
I have every right to fight for my spot just as much as you do. We were 3 wide the entire time.
Let's go back and take another look at it.
And it wasn't even me that caused that yellow. It was whoever was all the way down the bottom. Yeah, I called it out, remember, twice. Yeah, it's not my fault that he...
And nobody's never wrong, apparently.
It's nobody's fault, ever.
I hope you all shut up.
I'm fighting 2 lap cars for a fucking lap.
Lucky dog coming high.
I mean, your option is slow
I
down.
ain't really mad at anybody, I'm just mad at the situation.
Yeah, sorry, Quinn. Didn't mean to get in you there. Had nowhere I could go.
Slow down is where you can go.
Ian, how's my front right damage?
I don't know why people say that. I couldn't go anywhere. Well, don't hit him. Slow down. Use the brake.
I just pushed in a little bit.
Alright, let's watch with Hayden.
Hayden, I'll once again ask, can I get
Lucas, I appreciate you being behind me and not running me over. That was awesome.
right passing under yellow?
Yeah, no problem. Got the teammates called out.
Anyone
Hayden
else,
just
I think I would be
drives
good.
right through the carnage. Did you and Edwards make it?
Wendy still has the penalty though?
Hayden, I
Mike
had
hits
a
the wall
black
there.
flag for passing under yellow under the last one. Is that something I can get cleared for people not catching up?
You said people weren't catching up.
Yeah, I was on the apron and everything for half a lap waiting for people.
Yeah, I seen him do it. Like, I was in the same boat. I didn't have to pit though. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate it, Hayden.
All those cars that got the waiver on can come down
Yeah,
and get
no
fresh
problem.
tires.
Just so you know, I am gonna go back and look at it though, just to make sure that it is what it is. I just don't want people abusing that.
Quinn gets faster pair.
Yeah, understandable. I was just frustrated because I was on the apron for half a lap waiting for people, but
Yeah, BHI, I still got it. That was the worst possible time for a caution to come out before that because I was pitting right as I was running out of fuel. So I either pit and the pit's closed or I try and make it around. Yeah, that is what it is.
That happens in real
Yeah, I
racing.
was in the same boat. I was on the pit road for 3 seconds before the caution came out, and I was out of fuel too. Luck of the draw, man. It sucks.
In retrospect, I should have just pit and took the end of the line, but, you know, I thought I was running fourth, so I figured I'd try and make it around, you know, I guess, I don't know.
Strategy, drama, everything going on in this
Not
race.
being nice when you tell everybody you're going to the inside and just yank your wheel down there.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the bottom that whole frickin' first lap.
Yeah, I saw you back there.
I was like, oh, they'll let me out, nope. Oh, they'll let me out, nope.
That's when you make them.
Coming on.
We're getting set to go back racing here. Man, oh man. We went so very long caution free. And then we had a wreck
Alright,
coming
so
out
I
of the
still have to
pits.
serve this penalty, so I will be pitting. I'm going to be on the bottom. I'm going to be slow.
Quinn Newton. Being very...
So what you're saying is you're gonna LePage the field, and we should hold everyone down on the bottom lane to run in.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be pretty funny. So we'll have to watch the 88, see if we can get him to pit road cleanly the next time, bud. Travis Martin gets us restarted. So we start lap 84. Gets a clean jump, one Trenton Steed. Cliff Mullins looking to the inside. Hayden Lowell trying to make up for lost time. He is looking to the inside of JR Deal. Gets the nose down there. Hayden going to try to be up to fourth by the end of this lap.
88 pitting.
And Montrose is behind the 88 again. He's going to clobber him. He almost got him. I don't know why he stayed behind him when he knew he was pitting. Oh my goodness. People say these things because they're pitting, y'all. They don't say it for fun. Unless you're Daniel. Daniel might. 19 up the hill, Jeff Price. Sliding up in front of Ethan Evers. Evers did a hell of a job to miss him. Comes Edwards. Edwards has right side damage after that last wreck. Evers now in the 8th position, going to the outside of Nick Hammer. Lucas Hoitzma has the freshest tires. He is currently in 6th. Ethan Evers, same strategy. Trying to keep pace with Lucas Hoitzma. 15 laps to go. How high can they climb? Travis Martin hoping he can put a big enough gap on them. Top 5 have 10 laps or more in their tires. Hoitzma and Evers only have 5. As looks like Hayden has gotten to the inside of the 81 of Trenton. just barely clears in front of Trenton, then Hayden comes down to block. Looks like Lucas gets by Cliff Mullins, then Mullins blocks the 26. Ethan Evers had to do a whale of a job to not turn the 37. So 5th and 6th for the freshest tires. JRDL Trenton Sneed, Hayden Lowell, Travis Martin up ahead. So watch Lucas try to run down the 9. JR Deal for the 4th position. And that moves Hoytsma up to 4th. JR fighting back on that outside. But I think it's all but academic. Dodge versus Pontiac. What year is this? Hoytsma slides up in front of JR. JR is going to look for the crossover here in that number 9. Not quite able to get Defender alongside. Hoytsma takes over the 4th spot. 12 to go. It's 1.4 seconds back from leader Travis Martin. Have to make up a little more than a 10th a lap while passing 2 more cars to get there. Not saying you can't do it, just saying that is a tall order. Hoytsma would probably benefit from a yellow. Get the field bunched back together. True, it would give him fewer laps, but he is a fairly sizable distance back right now. Trenton in 3rd. Currently Travis Martin's best friend if he can slow down Lucas Hoytsma from getting to the front. Ethan Evers gets by JR Deal for a spot in the top 5. Deal trying to fight back on the inside with the crossover. Evers able to gas it up on the outside. He'll take over 5th. Travis Martin trying to run away with 10 to go. Hayden Lowell trying to run him down. He's 3/10 back. Trenton Sneed another half second back from Hayden. Lucas the gap 1.3. Not quite doing enough. Nick Hammer battles JR Deal now. Lucas slowly reeling in Trenton. He just got so much to overcome to try and catch Martin. It would require a yellow at this point. Unless he has a whole nother gear we haven't been shown yet. I think the Swicegood had a crash and has left the session in the 24. Hoytsma now sizing up the back of that Corvette. Trying to find a way around Trenton Sneed in the 81. Hoytsma to the top. Trenton running a lane off the bottom. See if Hoytsma crosses him over here. Tuck in line, get a little draft, go down to 1 and 2. I think he's going to try to get to the high side here. Yep. He'll get a big run here. We'll see which way Trenton goes with it. Trenton's out to the wall. Hoytsma right on the back bumper. He's going to have to lift a little bit there before he turns Trenton. Trenton takes the top side from Hoytsma. Hoytsma goes to the bottom. So we come to get the 6 to go. Side by side for 3rd. So we see Hayden trying to run down Travis Martin. It's got it under 2/10. Jump back and forth between these 2 battles as we got the battle for the lead getting hot while the battle for 3rd rages. Oh, Hoytsma nearly into the side of Trenton. He'll have to regroup here. So we'll go back to the battle for the lead with 5 to go. Hayden has tracked down the Ghost Man, but how much tire did he use to have to get there? Does he have anything left for Travis? Hoytsma had an issue. Ethan Evers has gotten by him now. Hoysa. A little bit of a struggle on the 8. Now 4 laps remain. Does Hayden have anything left in that Ford Fusion to get by that Chevy Monte Carlo of Travis Jeff Gordon Martin? I swear if Travis gets out of this car and has a mullet, it's going to be amazing. Three laps to go. Still a tenth and a half the gap between first and second. Hayden peeks to the inside. Travis is going to get a good run down the backstretch here. Hayden's going to have to try and use the draft a bit. Close back up and try again in 3 and 4. Stays right in his tire tracks this time. Two to go. Hayden's about as close as he's been right here. Can he send it on Travis Martin?
Good, Lucas.
Gets to the inside.
Oh yeah, no, it just doesn't matter if it's wall. Doesn't matter where I finish anyway, so we'll have some fun, right?
Come off turn number 4, door to door. So we get the white flag. 1 lap to go, and they are side by side for the race lead in the Spittin Venom Podcast ARCA series. Hayden Lowell down by the white line. Travis Martin up a couple lanes. Hayden's drifting out wide. Travis keeps his foot in it. They're side by side still down the backstretch. What a battle we have going in the Rusco Media 150 from Chicagoland. Travis Martin up high. Hayden Lowell down low. Hayden's going to drift up the track towards Martin. Is he going to be able to keep it off of him? They touch.
Okay.
They touch. It's going to be Hayden. Hayden
Holy
Lowell
shit, Travis,
gets
that
the
was
win
awesome
there in the
race.
67.
Don't be sorry for that, dude. I used you up at the edge of the corner. I wanted to stop your run.
That was awesome, dude. That's so much fun. You did deserve that, so I'm happy you won. Nice race, dude. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot you can't bump in these cars.
Travis went to give him a congrats and turns him around.
He still fucking won.
That's totally fine, Travis. That's totally fine.
Good stuff.
Nice race, guys.
Hayden picks up the win. Travis Martin second. Trenton Sneed gets the top 3. Ethan Evers brings it home 4th. Jeff Price destroys the 19.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Said that's not what he's trying to do. Nick Gamera giving a push to the 63. Cliff Mullins gets an 8th. J.R. Deal 9th. Thomas Relizzo grabbing a top 10. If we can get our top 3 to the interview room, please, and thank you. Oh, we got a burnout cam set up. Beautiful. Some tracks I do and some tracks I don't. Burn it down, Hayden. Get the top 3 to the waiting room, please, and thank you.
Got some smoke this time, Swiss.
Yes, you do. Yes, sir, you do. We got some smoke this time. Well, sir, we brought it home in victory lane tonight. Did you think there was any way of getting back up there when she had that issue with the lap machine?
I figured it was going to take some cautions and some help, and, well, I got some cautions, I got some help, I got some damn good restarts. And, yeah, I can't believe we're here, honestly.
Well, congrats on the awesome victory. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Yeah, I would like to thank you, Swiss, for broadcasting. It's always fun to go back and watch these. I appreciate you broadcasting this for everyone. Big thanks to Napa Auto Parts, Madigan Motorsports, Ford, Arc Music, all hopping on this car, all help me out with the iRacing stuff. Thank you again to everyone over at Spittin Venom for jumping on and sponsoring the series on short notice, and thank you to RuscoMedia.com for sponsoring these 2 races. And before anything else, Travis, dude, I have so much respect for you. That was so awesome. That race, and it was. I'm literally shaking from all that. It was It was so fun to try to run him down, and he raced me super clean, super respectfully. I felt like maybe I was a little over the line with how he raced me. Like I gave too much back, but put this car in victory lane. Travis has improved so much from the first time I remember watching him as Mr. Ghostman on stream. So, Travis, big shout out to you. You're awesome, dude. Thank you for running Xfinity 2, and thank you for McKenna for at least not killing me for running these races.
All right, bud. Congrats on the victory tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Hayden Lowell getting the victory in the 67 Napa Ford Fusion. Now we'll bring in Mr. Ghostman,
Great.
Travis Martin, getting the P2 tonight. Travis, DG in the booth. You got the copy?
Hello.
Hello. Well, sir, you gave it a hell of a run, and I thought you had it in the bag, and then Hayden just turned on another gear and came and got you. What did you maybe need to hold him off there for another corner or two?
Man, I think I burned my stuff up a little too early. I knew he was kind of biding his time right behind me, and it was everything I could do to just stay ahead of him at that point. So I just kind of put my head down and got my elbows up, and yeah, that was a heck of a run there. That was a lot of fun. Didn't mean to bump a bang there, but it sure made for a great finish.
Absolutely, it was very entertaining, and man, I really did think you had it. It was a lot of fun to watch. And one question I did have for you: did you trim the hair into a mullet just so we can have a Jeff Gordon look here?
Of course, you should see me right now. I got the mustache and everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. Please tell me you have the really funky sunglasses too.
Naturally, it wouldn't be a Jeff Gordon outfit without it.
Beautiful. All right, bud. Congrats on the strong second place run. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout outs for us tonight.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Hayden. Great race, dude. Sorry, didn't mean to turn him there at the end. That was supposed to be a congratulatory bump. Hats off to my 10/10 guys. Good running tonight. And simrapmarket.com for some great paint schemes. And, of course, your lovely face, Mr. DG Swiss. Thanks. These are a lot of fun to go back and watch, dude, so I appreciate you doing these.
Yes, sir. I love you, man.
Love your face.
All right, bud. Get on out of here. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Nighty night.
Travis Martin, of course, runs our Xfinity series that we run tomorrow night, so we'll see him back here for that. Congrats to him on his strong second place run. Now I'm going to yank Trenton Sneed out of his team chat and make him come up here because he won't come up here on his own. Trenton, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
Hello.
Hi. Well, we brought that Corvette home in the top 3. How did you get that done tonight?
I couldn't tell you.
You held off a Lucas Hoytsma who was on better tires, 6-lap fresher tires than you for several laps until he ended up making a mistake and falling back. Did you have any idea you're going to be holding off a Lucas freaking Hoytsma on older or better tires tonight?
Well, damn, I wish it was for 2 spots up.
Right?
Maybe be redemption for Charlotte, but no. I didn't know he had fresher tires. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if he had older tires. My plan for that restart was as follows. I was second and was kind of shocked that happened. Really hoped it went green before those final 2 cautions because I had saved enough fuel I'd make it on one more stop, and I wasn't sure if Travis could or not. But I was hoping it would have went green because I figured I would have a better chance for a win. But
yeah, Travis split it right in half. He would have made it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I let Hayden by because the way my brain worked on that, like the past 2 or 3 finishes with him involved contact coming to the checkered. So I was thinking, well, damn, if that happens again, if I'm in the right spot, I could steal one, which it did, to be fair, but it happened too late. But me holding off Lucas, that feels on fresh tires. That's a shock. I wasn't letting him by because my luck. My strategy would have worked, and he would have won it. And damn it, I want one.
10-4,
He won
yeah.
like all of them last week, and Cliff told me, do not let him win another.
Any way necessary, right?
Yeah. Look, I think we actually made contact at one point.
Yeah,
like
Lucas
5
came
to
off the
go.
corner right on your rear quarter panel. I think he barely touched it. Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It was entertaining. It was a good battle.
I looked in my mirror going, or like we were side by side, and I look in my mirror coming off 4, and all of a sudden he's like half a second back. I'm just like, what?
Huh?
Did he mess up? Did he make a? How does he make a mistake? That never happens.
He does when he pushes too hard sometimes. So when you put him in a box and he's got to make up a lot of ground quickly, and it's laps are winding down, he'll push harder and make a mistake. But that's about the only time.
Shocking. Duly noted. Maybe I actually need to try and hold him off harder than usual.
All right, bud. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight. And don't forget your lovely fans in chat.
Of course, my family, mom, dad, my sister, and my niece. Whitley, if you're still awake, go to bed. And secondly, mother, if she is still, if Whitley is crying, just spin the ceiling fan. That usually solves that conundrum. Which, I mean,
It works for
can't
me
argue
too.
with that. Yeah. Have you ever seen a ceiling fan? That shit's cool.
It
But
is.
no, Trian Technologies, if you want a security alarm, video surveillance, go to trianusa.com, get yourself a quote. Sneak Tombstone Game Farm, STC Imperium Racing, BCR Sim Products, Chance 2 Extreme Motorsports, everyone that was in chat, Pizza Boy Andrew, he got caught up behind traffic the entire race and got damaged. So he has content for the podcast, and speaking of the podcast, Spittin Venom podcast, we have taken over the ARCA series, so take that fat L in the draft. We actually exist. Low Time Motorsport. Beach has been tuning the motors as usual. Adam Crozier making the logos. Jeff Price, D. Waddy, Nathan Lafayette. You for broadcasting. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything else. I probably am. And if I am, my condolences. Cliff. I don't think I said Cliff. So Cliff for being Cliff, for being the voice of reason for tonight.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I know. It's kind of like my room. I got a window unit, so right now I gotta straighten my neck. Oh God! It is 82 degrees. After this, I'm turning this sucker on, and I'm just gonna vibe as I slowly watch that temperature climb dip from 82 to like 68, and it's gonna be wonderful. Hell has literally froze over.
All right,
and
sir.
It'll freeze over again if I ever get one of these. That's not on some gimmick.
It'll also freeze over anytime it drops below 32 in Hell, Michigan. Go figure.
How about that?
All right, bud. Enjoy this one. We'll see you out here hopefully soon. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see if you come on out. Yeah, have a great night.
I almost missed this one. I was stuck in Jackson, Mississippi again.
Well, we got 3 chances to race tomorrow, so you know.
Oh, right.
All right, bud. Have a good night.
You too.
Trenton Sneed brings it home in the 3rd position. Now we'll bring up Ethan Evers just because we can. Ethan, DG, got a copy? He ran away, didn't he? I was going to give him props for his 4th place. No dice. Ethan comes home in 4th tonight. Appreciate him. Lucas Heusberg brings it home 5th. Let's look at our final results here tonight. One of those. You have Hayden Lowell getting the victory over Travis Martin in a dramatic finish from the last lap. Trenton Sneed brings it home in 3rd. Ethan Evers, Lucas Heusberg picking up top 5s. Nick Hammer, Jeff Price, Cliff Mullins, J.R. Deal, and Thomas Forlizzo scoring top 10s. Page 2, Dave Hoytsma, Andrew Beach, Mike Edwards, Cody Cleaver, Jake Lawrence, Alex Reeling, Ian Montrose, Sam Kohlhaas, Adam Crozier, and Derek Catt. And our final page, Swicegood had a bumpy night tonight, a couple of incidents that were strange. Then Quinn Newton brings it home 22nd. EJ Johnson, slow to join the race, ends up 66 laps down, but got out there and got some experience in. And then Damon Nagel never actually joined. So that is our 23 finishers for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, Spittin Venom Podcast. You can check them out. Get their links off of the DGS Racing website, dgsracing.com. Head on over there. Click on the Spittin Venom under our partners page, and you can pick up their podcasts over on Spotify. They do a great job of promoting our league and other leagues as well. If you want them to chat about you, hook up with them and see what they have going on and see if you can get them interested in you. There's a lot of awesome people over there at the Spittin Venom Podcast. So yeah, check that out, dgsracing.com, and click on our partner page. Thank you so much to them. Thank you so much to all of you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. Thank you for being part of our community. If you want to join up in the Discords, go to the dgsracing.com, click on the big red snake on the main page. That'll get you over to the Discord. You can just hang out as a fan, sign up to be a driver, come race with us, be a sponsor. Lots of things you can do over there. So come on, be a part of our community. It is awesome. It's a lot of fun. dgsracing.com. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're going to end our broadcast there. Hope you have a fantastic, wonderful, delightful rest of your night, and we will see you back here in the next race. Good night.